This is the 5 highlights of the End Bad Governance protest happening in Nigeria all over the country. Listen, let me give you the highlight. Anyway, let me explain. The protest has been happening for over 4 days and today is the 5th day of the protest. Remember, yesterday Nigerians waited to hear from the president and to know what he will say about the protest, to know if they will continue or not. Anyway, Nigerians were disappointed as Mr. President did not address the protest as it should be or as Nigerians expected him to address it. And Nigerians' hope were so high, so the president did not address that. Instead, he addressed what he felt is good for him. So Nigerians wake up on the 5th of August and continue the protest as they are dissatisfied from the president's speech. Remember what Nigerians have been protesting for. The Nigerians are protesting against bad governance in Nigeria, which include insecurity, hunger, and every other things happening in the bad governance. So I will start from Abuja. Abuja people came out to protest against same bad governance. As usual, they would do. The Nigerian police were already there to tear gas them. Trust them, they will always tear gas them. Remember before now, the Nigerian police has also warned the protesters to go home as the Mr. President has addressed them. But guess what? Nigerians said that Mr. President might have addressed them, but he did not address the problem which they are protesting against. So the tear gas did not stop Abuja people from protesting as they went ahead to protest around Gudu, Abuja. Also trust the government to bring hoodlums to attack the protesters. There were also reports of hoodlums attacking protesters in Abuja.
Traffic lights at Gudu Junction, and we just turned around now. The police with their guns and all, they started shooting tear gas. We had to wind up and take. In fact, I don't even know. There were a lot of pedestrians. There were a lot of pedestrians, and maybe they thought they were gathering for protest. I don't know, but they just started shooting tear gas. In fact, we thought it was gunshots until we started seeing the smoke.
Let me also take you to Akure, as Akure people came out in their mass, in their number, to protest against this same bad governance. Remember, Akure people did not want to join the protest before, as it's alleged that they were given 10,000 naira not to protest. Anyway, it seems that the 10,000 naira has expired, so they came out to protest against those who paid them before to protest against bad governance. Anyway, you might not understand if you're not in Nigeria. If you're also a Nigerian, you might also not understand. Anyway, Ibadan people were not left behind as they also came out to protest against same bad governance. Trust Lagosians with their high energy as they came out to protest. Remember what happened last time when they came out to protest? Yesterday, Nigerian police told them that they protected them before now that Mr. President has addressed them, that they will no longer protect them as the president has asked them to go back home. So the police asked them to go back home. Lagosians did not listen to that as they came out again to protest against the same bad governance. This time around, hoodlums attacked them in Ojota, but that did not break their spirit of protest as they continue to make their voice heard, as they continue to protest against same bad governance that are sending hoodlums against them. Remember, Ojota, Lagos have a history of protest. That location particularly have a history. That is the same place the current president of Nigeria marched his Occupy Nigeria protest when Goodluck Jonathan was the president of Nigeria. That is when the current president of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, did his Occupy Nigeria against Goodluck Jonathan. So Nigerians took it to that same location where Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu started his protest there, to also protest, since Bola Ahmed Tinubu created that place as a protest ground, allegedly. It seems that the Nigerian police no longer have faith in their bulletproof and their weapon and their guns anymore, as they resorted to using jazz, visiting native doctor, using native doctor jazz on their hand for further protection. As the Nigerian police officer was seen tying a juju on his hand. Kaduna protesters told other states that they are joking, that they are the real one who want a good governance in Nigeria. They are the ones who are protesting against bad governance, as they came out in their numbers to protest against the bad governance, ignoring the curfew imposed in the state by the state governor. There was also a report that while Kaduna protesters were protesting, hoodlums attacked them. Hoodlums sponsored by the quote government allegedly attacked the protesters who are demanding for good governance in Nigeria. As Kaduna was claiming the mother of all protests, Kanu told them to sit down. They are the real protesters, as they came out in their mass to protest against bad governance. Kanu people came out peacefully, but it's not ending peacefully, as there has been a report of lootings and fighting, even police getting involved. It was also interesting to know that Plateau State also joined the protest, as they also came out in their number to protest against the same thing everybody is protesting against, bad governance. Anyway, the Plateau State governor has imposed 24 hours curfew in the state to make sure everybody calm before they continue again, because coffee doesn't stop people from protesting. It will not stop Plateau people from protesting, judging from their record. Well, I forgot to tell you that because of how intense Kaduna State protest was, the Kaduna State governor imposed curfew on them. It seems that the Northerners are carrying this protest in their head more than every other state, as Zamfara State also joined the protest. They came out in their numbers to protest against the same thing everybody is protesting against, which is bad governance. Remember, this bad governance that everybody is protesting, it has no specific tag. Everybody will add what is paining them under the bad governance, which is your own might be hunger, your own might be starvation, your own might be insecurity, your own might be education, your own might be health, your own might be everything. So you just have to add it under the bad governance to protest against. So Zamfara Zamfara State people also came out to protest against the same thing everybody's protesting again, but we didn't know what they had under their bad governance. There's a report that DSS arrested one of the alleged organizers of the protest in Abuja. It is alleged that he is one of the organizers of the protest in Abuja. Well, there's no guarantee that he was one of them, but you know, somebody had to be held accountable. That is what the Nigerian Security Agency are looking for. They just want to see somebody to hold accountable. But in reality, the only sponsor of this protest in all over the country, all over Nigeria, it's called bad governance. It might be hunger, it might be any other thing. Bad governance is the one sponsoring the protest. I think the government should go after bad governance. Because of the unrest happening in the country from north to south and maybe some eastern states, the president has called an emergency meeting with the service chiefs, all the security chiefs, to have an emergency meeting with them. Anyway, we don't know what they want to talk about. We don't know the order he wants to give to them. We don't know what he wants to tell them. Maybe he wants to tell them to guide the protesters. Maybe he wants to tell them to disband these protesters. We don't know what the president wants to tell all the service chiefs. As of the time of recording this video, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, is currently having a meeting with all the service chiefs in Nigeria. Anyway, whatever they discuss, if they make it public, I will come here to explain. Oh, let me not forget to tell you that one of the tailors who are sewing the Russian flag, which the Northerners are using to protest, has been arrested by the DSS. Anyway, this is the summary of day 5 of the bad governance protests happening in Nigeria. Tell me if I missed anything. Tell me in the comment section. Please do not forget.
Enjoy your weekend.
Thank you.